Hey everyone, today I'm taking you on a unique tour of Paris, exploring some of the city's best-kept secrets. Forget the Eiffel Tower and the Louvre. We're going off the beaten path where the real heart and soul of this city beats. Let's dive into the charm and hidden corners of this iconic city, uncovering the spots that most tourists never get to see. We're talking about the kind of places where you can still find a decent bottle of wine for just a few euros and a plate of steak frites that'll make you weep with joy. So buckle up, kids, it's going to be a wild ride. Our first stop takes us away from the manicured gardens and into the wild heart of Parc des Buttes-Chaumont. This ain't your grandma's park, folks. We're talking steep, winding paths that'll have you sucking wind, a grotto straight out of a romantic painting, and a freaking temple perched precariously on a cliff. Yeah, you heard that right. A temple. Makes you wonder what those Romans were smoking, doesn't it? Climb to the top, catch your breath, and take in the panoramic view of Paris. It's enough to make you want to write bad poetry. Trust me, I've been there. Next, we're ditching the crowded streets and taking to the skies, or at least what feels like the skies. The Promenade Plantée, also known as the Coulee Vert René Dumont, is an elevated park built on a former railway line. Yeah, you heard that right. They turned a dang train track into a park. Only in Paris, folks. Stroll through this green ribbon of tranquility high above the city's hustle and bustle. It's the perfect place to clear your head, enjoy the fresh air, and pretend you're in a French New Wave film. Just try not to trip on the joggers. Now for something completely different. Get ready, because we're heading into the bizarre and slightly unsettling world of the Musée de la Chasse et de la Nature, the Museum of Hunting and Nature. This place is a trip, my friends. We're talking walls covered in antlers, stuffed animals in every corner, and enough taxidermied birds to make Hitchcock nervous. It's a strange and wonderful journey through the history of hunting, and a reminder that nature can be both beautiful and brutal. Just don't tell Peter I sent you. Let's step back in time to the days of absinthe-fueled creativity and artistic rebellion in Montmartre. The Musée de Montmartre is like a time capsule, preserving the bohemian spirit of this iconic neighborhood. We're talking about the stomping grounds of Picasso, Modigliani, Renoir, the real deal. Wander through the historic studios, soak up the atmosphere, and imagine the wild parties that must have gone down within these walls. And don't forget to check out the vineyard. Yes, a vineyard in the heart of Paris. Get your Instagram filters ready, folks, because Rue Crémieux is about to blow up your feed. This charming street is a photographer's dream, a riot of color and whimsy tucked away in the heart of Paris. Pastel-colored houses, overflowing flower boxes, cobblestone streets. It's like walking through a storybook. Take your time, soak up the charm, and snap a few pics for the gram. Just try not to step on any cats. Escape the urban jungle and step into the tranquil oasis of Butte-aux-Cailles. This charming neighborhood feels like a world away from the hustle and bustle of Paris, a village frozen in time. We're talking narrow, winding streets, ivy-covered buildings, and cozy cafes where you can while away an afternoon with a glass of wine and a good book. It's the perfect place to get lost in the rhythm of Parisian life, away from the tourist hordes. Ready for a sensory overload? Then grab your appetite and let's dive into the vibrant world of Passage Brady. A covered passage that's a feast for the senses. This is Paris's Little India, folks, and the air is thick with the aromas of exotic spices, curries, and incense. From overflowing spice shops to bustling restaurants, Passage Brady is a journey for your taste buds and a reminder that Paris is a melting pot of cultures. Just be sure to come hungry. Our final stop takes us to the most romantic wall in Paris, and possibly the world. Le Mur de Je t'aime, or the I Love You wall, is a testament to love in all its forms. This wall, covered in I love you written in over 300 languages, is a reminder that love is a universal language. So, grab your sweetheart, snap a selfie, and let the romantic vibes of Paris wash over you. Just try not to get too sappy. Thanks for joining me on this unique tour of Paris. We've explored hidden parks, wandered through quirky museums, and maybe even fallen in love with the city all over again. Remember, there's always more to explore, so keep wandering and keep wondering. À bientôt.